Hi everyone, it's Kathy here again, and I appreciate you returning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I appreciate all the kind acts you're doing for everybody out there. You know, just little small kind acts. It doesn't have to be a big thing to lift our vibration, to make somebody feel happy. That should be our goals, I think. I don't do big acts, I really don't. But if I see somebody struggling to pick something up, I'll help them. Or if I see somebody short at the grocery store, I'll help them. Even just saying to somebody who looks great that they look great. And one thing I learned a long time ago, and it's so helpful, when you say to somebody, oh, you look nice today, it's better to say, you look great in that shirt, because they think, oh, thank you. Because a lot of times we respond to how a person is dressed, and they'd like to hear that kind of feedback. When you see somebody else doing a kind act, let them know you appreciate that, because that is so important. Now, I have to get a drink of water. As you know, I've been going to my guitar lessons and still enjoying them. There's nothing like being able to create music, even though I'm nowhere near what I used to be. But you know, that's this process, and that's life, and that's the beauty of being this age, is you recognize it's just life. So I've been working on that, and then because I like to sing, I think I've told you that brings me joy too. I decided to go back to get voice lessons because I think I told you that I had thyroid cancer a few years ago, a nice little scar. The surgeon was this grandson of Hawaii's senator at the time. He was a nice kid. He really was a kid, but he did a beautiful job. Anyway, he said that the cord was wrapped around the tumor was wrapped around my vocal cord, and thank God I had him, because again, if you see from the scar or a little visible, you can't hardly see it. He was a master. So he very delicately scraped off the vocal cord, but he didn't know if I'd get my voice back. So what I've been noticing in using my guitar and singing is I only really have a range of maybe 4 or 5 notes, where I used to have a 4-octave range before this happened. I think I can work back up to that, but I think it's going to take a while. So sorry that you have to live with me through my playing with the vocal range, but we'll get there. And if we don't, it's nice, you know. I think part of my thing in life is to keep learning. That's what keeps you alive, because the body starts to go and stuff like that, but the mind can stay bright, and by learning something new, or something old new in my case, it's best to keep trying. And that's at any age. I mean, I've heard people say, oh, I can't do that. I did that as a child, but I can't do that anymore. Well, why not? Why not try? It's worth listening. It's worth figuring out. So anyway, this week, what did I learn? I've learned some more songs and some strumming. Oh, I'll play this for you, but it's so new. You can't expect it to be anything but so new. Now this is a bar chord. Now what I think I talked about this last time. What makes a bar chord is you have to take one finger and lay it flat against the strings to create all the notes there. And then this is part of the chord, just bringing another note into it. So it's very hard to do, and it hurts. It really hurts. This old lady, see? So I've been learning that. That's very high on the fret for me because I usually play these notes down here in regular chords. So eventually I'll get there. I practice it. Oh gosh, I practice it every day. But we just keep working and working. My guitar teacher says that he recommends that you practice for 20 minutes. I do more than that. I practice maybe an hour. And then you walk away from it, and then you come back and you practice maybe a half an hour. And you walk away, and then you come back, and then you practice maybe another half hour. You're going to be doing this all day long. So anyway, that's my bar chord experience so far. But I'm still working on it. It's a pretty cool riff there he wants me to learn. The other thing I've been working on are just songs we all know. And I think we don't know the background of a lot of these songs we've all heard and played and loved all our lives. Like, for instance, I'm going to play Imagine. I don't know if I'm going to sing it because I've tried both an octave apart, the notes both an octave apart, and I can't sing the high notes without screeching sometimes. And the low notes are very low. I could try, but then don't say, oh, she's awful, because I probably am in those notes, but I won't be after I take lessons for a while. But anyway, we've all heard it. It's Imagine by the John Lennon, and it's a beautiful song. I'll play the first verse and the ending, and then I'll just tell you some things about it from my perspective as someone who grew up in this age. So I'll start. Imagine there's no heaven. It's very easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Now it's interesting because I was reminded today all those songs had something. And this was written, obviously, during a time when we had some more tumultuous times in the world. And we had just come out of, well, the Beatles have, of World War II, and this sat, I'm sure, in his head forever. And this was really about, let's all get along. Let's all get along. That's all we need to do. And this was John Lennon's answer to how do we keep away from these wars and this anger and hatred. It was one of the many songs of its time that had a lot of underlying messages. Like I was saying to someone just recently, I think what we're seeing today, what people are just ignoring, is because somehow education of World War II got softened. When I think about it, my generation was the first generation that education was able to teach about the devastation of World War II and the devastation of what could happen when a leader takes over who isn't caring about the people as much as they care about themselves. So, because we were the first generation, I think we got all that. We understood how awful that regime was. We understood how awful that war was and how sadistic and terrible that war was. And the number of people that died to try and stop it. I mean, it's just amazing to me. And it was supposed to end all wars. And of course it didn't. So I think this led John Lennon to finally pen this song because he wanted to, and he probably still wants to, touch a lot of people with, let's think of this another way. So anyway, that is my imaginings on Imagine. Okay. Oh, I wanted to tell you a joke. One of my all-time favorites. Why did the elephant paint its toenails red? So he could hide in a cherry tree, of course. Okay, I know. I'm a nerd. Anyway, I'm going to sing one more and play one more, and you all know this, so sing along with me, because I remember singing this in camp when I was maybe 6 or 7. Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya. Oh Lord, Kumbaya. The water made me burp. Can you believe that? Water! That's all I drink all day is water. I don't have coffee. I don't have sodas anymore. Oh my gosh. For those of you that know me from my soda days, that's all I did, is drink soda all day long. So anyway, that was Kumbaya. I'll play the chords so you can see. Well, that's it for today. Just please go out there, do something you love to do. Don't be afraid who's looking at you. Look at me. I'm not afraid that I'm doing anything that I'm not supposed to be doing or that will bring me shame. It doesn't matter. I learned it's just other people and they like to do that kind of stuff. So let them be them and let me be me. I'm going to try to be on here every week for you. And if you have any comments on how you're making your life interesting, and well, I think this is exciting, but there might be something you think is more exciting. So just let me know what it is you're doing. I'd really appreciate it. And I just want you to have a good week. I just want you to raise your vibration. Thank you so very much. See you next time.